Hey, what's up everybody? It's the Crypto Ginger here, and I would like to quickly talk to you guys about a particular topic that I think is extremely important and quite possibly overlooked by some in the cryptocurrency community, and that happens to deal with patience. Now, I do have a particular article that is quite possibly something you have already seen before, but I wanted to use it as a means to be an example for what I'm getting at here, because this article was well written and it emphasized something that I didn't really put in perspective before now. And having to deal with patience, I think that this is absolutely fitting. And it's talking about winning the market with the patience of the Wright brothers and Warren Buffett. Now, before I get into this article, I just want to state the reason why I'm bringing this up is just simply because I've been seeing quite a bit of negative sentiment in the cryptocurrency community. It's not just been on my page, but other YouTubers' pages as well, and even on crypto Twitter as well. I've seen it. Now, I would imagine that's rightfully so. We've been seeing quite a bit of the our favorite coins, dropping significantly in price since their all-time highs. So it would be expected that it's going to cause negativity for sure. But I will say this: negativity does beget negativity, and that basically means that if you are someone who is negative, you're more or less going to attract other negative people. And I would imagine that that's not the best approach when it comes to having a place of investment in cryptocurrencies, but to each their own. I'm just trying to express that having a level of patience is probably the best and most important thing you can do when it comes to something like this. And keep in mind as well, cryptocurrencies are still in their baby stages. This is like the newest asset class that's been designed for the potential of everybody on the planet to get involved in it at some point in time. So definitely keep that in mind. This is extremely brand new. But this article right here really highlights what I want to kind of talk about in regards to patience here. So getting into this article, I'm going to kind of read off a little bit here. I apologize if this bores you, but I do enjoy reading this kind of information out loud. It says here, patience is a firm requirement if you want to succeed at just about anything, and investing is no exception. But suppose you are working toward an investment goal that you're certain will lead to significant, possibly even game-changing gains over the long term. Yet there is no immediate gratification or validation in sight. Would you have the patience to stick to your guns? This might be an interesting question to pose to the Wright brothers, who ushered in the age of aviation in 1903 after years of building printing presses and bicycles. Their first glider, which they tested in 1900, was a bust, but they kept their noses to the grindstone by constructing a wind tunnel to test nearly 200 wings and airframes of different shapes and designs. After constructing a 12-horsepower internal combustion engine in Dayton, Ohio, the brothers transported their machine in pieces to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, where, during their first flight on December 14, 1903, the aircraft stalled during takeoff and was damaged. After 3 days of repairing it, they tried again. On December 17, 1903, the aircraft took flight, staying aloft 12 seconds at 120 feet. But the feat saw no fanfare. In fact, it was witnessed by only 5 people and was given no press coverage whatsoever. The birth of aviation, it seems, was a non-event. But the engineer brothers stayed the course, their interminable patience underscored by 2 more years of work that would finally produce an aircraft able to stay in the air for 40 minutes. In 1908, they traveled to France and made their first public flights. In 1909, the brothers founded the Wright Company to build and market their aircraft. But if they had abandoned the effort after a few years of turbulence, the outcome would have been entirely different, and not in a good way. I use this as an example piece here for what I've been talking about quite a bit here. You can use it for whatever company or coin you want to use it for, but for the sake of what Ripple has simply done, I think that they are leagues ahead. They've had enough time to prepare themselves for what they're currently involved with right now, and they are partnered with so many people. They are working to be partnered with even more people, more banks, more financial institutions, what have you. They are just simply on the course to at least be the start of a dominating force. Whether they get replaced or not, that's an entirely different subject. The idea is this: if they accomplish what they are set out to accomplish, they will be very much like the Wright brothers by creating history in the digital currency sense. And I think that that's extremely important for a company like Ripple and those who are very intrigued by that and want to back that up, like myself. I think that they're a very important company, even though they are a company that has more or less been working for the man, if you will, simply because they are, dealing with banks primarily. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that they have a use case made for the coin XRP, and they went out to solve a problem, not multiple problems. And so, that's what made them, leagues ahead of everybody else, because they worked directly with that particular issue and they went to solve that problem. And that's exactly what they're working on. It's the cross-border payment issue. And they have absolutely, more or less, I think, solved that issue to the point that, all the banks around the world see that and are possibly going to want to use that as their implementation into their banks. It's one of the fastest coins, XRP is, and it's got the cheapest fees. And if you don't understand what I'm going for, if you're new to the channel, I do have other videos that go into more depth about that. But the idea that banks around the world could use XRapid, and XRapid uses XRP, which gives it a use case, and of course could potentially increase the value of XRP. Those who are XRP holders could potentially benefit from this, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, we know the deal because I, like myself, am a XRP holder, so we got to keep all that in mind. All right, all you new people, all of you young people who are unfamiliar with Warren Buffett. He is one of the richest people on the planet, which makes him obviously very, very smart in what he says. I look up to him regarding what he has been able to do to gain wealth. And I think that even with his negative sentiment on Bitcoin and possibly all cryptocurrencies in general, he is still a very smart man. And I want you guys to take this quote from him absolutely serious if you possibly can. You don't have to, but just take the words and run with it. And what he says here is, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. I'm going to change something around so that we're all on the same page here. The cryptocurrency market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Keep that in mind, guys. If you are absolutely impatient when it comes to this kind of playing field here with cryptocurrencies, then you are more than likely going to be transferring wealth to the person that's patient. There's no other way around. I mean, that's just more or less how it works. People get impatient. They're unwilling to wait it out, sell off what they have, take their loss, and run with it. If you do that, you run the risk of losing out entirely. So keep that in mind. Again, the cryptocurrency market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. All right, I'm going to end on this right here. This is CoinMarketCap. This is our current price, 47 cents. I want you guys to just do this regularly. If you ever get impatient, I went down to the chart. We're going to click on the 1 month. 1 month ago, you could have gotten XRP for 27 cents, almost 28 cents. It is 47 cents right now. Had you simply bought in a month ago, you would still be up. Even with the bear trend, you would still be up. Patience, my friends, patience. That's all we have to have. Thank you for watching.
And hey, if you enjoyed what you saw, please hit that like button. It definitely helps get this information out there to as many people as we possibly can. And also share this content out with everybody. And if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. This channel has been growing by leaps and bounds, and I could not have done it without you guys. If you really want to help this channel grow, please donate to my Patreon page. Even $1 a month would be amazing and would absolutely go right into my channel to make it more professional for you guys and allow me to create even more content. Thanks again for watching, guys, and have a wonderful day.